Hello, Julie here and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I decorated the front of a mini album I've made. I used a tutorial by Scrap Queen to make this album, and I'll put a link to her video in the description box. I'm using my supplies from Kraft Supplies for You November Design Team kit, and I hope you enjoy the video. One of the items in my kit was this lovely black tassel, so I made a little chain and attached a heart charm to it as well, and I'm going to attach that to the spine of my album. To do that I'm going to use a pearl-headed or a black pearl-headed brad, my pokey tool, and yes, I'm going to just push my tool through the side panel and make a hole, push the brad through and secure the tassel in place. I add a piece of pattern paper to the inside of the spine to cover up the back of the brad, and that attaches my tassel to my spine. Another part of my kit was this beautiful black sparkly or diamante type of ribbon. I think you'd call it a ribbon. So I'm going to use that down the side front panel. I'm going to trim it to size, and I'm only going to use 4 wide. So I'm going to trim the side down as well. So I'm going to trim the length and the width, just using my scissors to do that. I'm also going to use this beautiful cotton lace that came in my kit. It's going to go alongside of the black. I'm going to trim that to size and use my hot glue gun to attach it to my cover. Before I add the black mesh, I'm going to add some of this pink ribbon. It's a KS4U ribbon from my stash. I'm going to use my hot glue gun to attach that as well. Time now to attach my black braid. I'm going to do that also with my hot glue gun, just by putting a little dab of glue behind each one of those flowers. Now I'm going to use this Hero Arts red rubber stamp from the kit, and I'm going to stamp an assortment of the flower and the small butterfly. I'm going to stamp the flower twice on each of the pattern papers so that I can make a layered flower. I'm using my Tim Holtz stamping platform and my Stays On jet black ink to do my stamping. So I've fussy cut everything out now, and I'm going to use my piercing tool to shape my flowers a little bit before I layer them on top of each other. So I'll go ahead and do the rest of that off camera and play around with my layout. Now that I've decided where I want things to be, I'm going to use my hot glue gun to put them in position. I've found some of these skeletal leaves in my stash, and I'm going to scatter those amongst the flowers. I've also got some netting flowers that came in my kit. That's the grey one and the blue one there. I've sprinkled those in amongst the flowers that I have just made. You can see the butterfly there. That's 2 butterflies. I stamped one on blue and one on pink, and I layered those on top of each other, but sort of staggered it so that the blue one was showing out behind the pink. I also received a pack of these glass bubbles, and I've added some gold stickles to the back of it, and I'm just going to scatter 3 of those in amongst my cluster. I'm going to attach them, of course, with my hot glue gun as well. I wasn't happy with the cluster, so I pulled that blue flower off, which was not easy to do seeing as it had been attached with hot glue, and I'm sticking this larger black motley flower on there that also came in the kit, and I think that gives it a bit better proportion. much happy with that. And I also tried a bow using the same ribbon that I've used on the closure for the album, and I'm just going to tuck that in under the pink flower. The stickles wasn't dry on these two glass bubbles, but being impatient like I am, I decided to go ahead and stick them down anyway. So that completes my cover for this album. As I said before, this video is for Kraft Supplies for You, showing some of their lovely products. I'm going to put a link in the description box to their store, and I hope you'll pop over and check it out. You'll also find a link to the tutorial that Scrap Queen put on YouTube to actually create this album. I'll shortly be recording a video showing the inside of this album, so if you'd like to see that, make sure you're a subscriber and you click the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I upload that video. Thank you for watching my video today.